we go. See, y'all are still fighting over here. Oh, you were one dedicated Minotaur. Alright. I don't know why I felt it was necessary to do that. Moving on. Right, this is where I'd gotten lost last time. So I think I heard part of a message that I was probably supposed to hear right now. So somebody's looking for help. Is it you, my friend? Okay. That's weird. It's like I got the animation that headshot, but are you disrupting shit? Yeah, you're disrupting. Alright, how many disruption beacons are there, I wonder? Keep hearing a fucking Vex transmitting somewhere. What the fuck is that? There you are. Wow, that thing has quite the punch. Ow. So many chests. I'm just never gonna remember where they all are. Yeah, I got stuck in here once before. Wow, you're big. Well, yeah, kind of saw that coming. Was hoping they would have exploded during some other part of that. Yeah. Like during the whole part where I was immune. That would have been better. Nope, that didn't work at all. Okay, now then. I really hope I'm actually supposed to be going this way. Oh, yeah, free the Aeonians. You're free! Oh, hi. Chest.
That's just as many researchers as the Emeritus said there would be. Didn't lose anyone. That's a
Oh,
relief.
that's good.
I wonder if you might shed some light on something, while we're still learning the language. This settlement is obviously well established, over decades if not centuries, but I see little in the way of weapon emplacements or true fortifications. Has there been no conflict all that time?
That's the gist I'm getting. The Vex are new, and the Elixni, well, they used to have a working trade relationship. Armed conflict is new for the locals.
Just not buying it, Ikora. Still skeptical as always, I see. Right, how does this stuff work? Where's the portal, though? Not in there. Portal really through the hole? I don't see a portal up there anywhere. Yeah, probably that thing. Looks like a portal, maybe. No, it's not. I guess I have to use the portal inside here. Egg. Alright, laser grid has been disabled. Here we go. We got ourselves an egg. Man, I do not like being in that ball. It's this thing again. I thought they were like a mini boss. Ouch. Well, that fucking hurts. Starting to regret my weapon choices here. Oh yeah, we got this thing. Level 200. Weird. What do we want to try? Yeah, we were gonna give this thing a shot. And then I suppose... something like that, or this maybe. Doesn't feel great. Yeah, I see that mystery nearby. I guess I must need to be somewhere else first.
I hope I got it.
Man, thanks to Golden Ratio for your safe return. The Singularity remains stalled and the Aeonian was harmed. Remember to clasp your hand in thanks. Oh, and no Aeonian was harmed. Yes. Oh, food. Sure, it's food. But overall tone of the conversation was not to be about dinner. Very soon, they forward you the location and coordinates. They want you to save their agriculture center from an attack.
You got my favorite thank you! Nice work, Guardian. You reunited the Ionians with their loved ones.
Guardian, you have one new call.
You've made great strides in communicating with the Ionians. We've learned their language has multiple origins. Little wonder it needs such effort. Understanding comes not a moment too soon. Between the Elixni and the Vex, the situation here is unstable. And we have so much to learn from them. I followed your example in translating. Script first, then words. These notes you recovered, unbelievable. The advances this outlines in gravitational manipulation, without the light. And that's only one thesis. I hope some of them at least will be amenable to returning to Earth. We cannot lose this connection. We simply can't.
Glad you're just in it for yourself there, Ikora. Sure that makes them feel great. Alright, what were we supposed to do next here? I guess we are heading here. Maybe, I don't know.
The destructive activity in the agricultural zone is reading as Vex. They're the ones attacking the food supply.
Stop me if this one is obvious, but do Vex need to eat?
Not in any fashion we'd recognize.
Sounds like an empty life. Then this is just sabotage against the Ionians.
As if they weren't facing enough. The Nine, the Vex, and a Singularity ripping the planet apart. That's too obvious a coincidence to ignore.
Oh, hey guys.
That Vex looks like it's protecting something. Guardian, watch out.
Get in the hole!
The Vex tended to just let me pass on by before you showed up.
Excuse me? The Vex ignored you.
Guess they didn't see me as a threat. What can I say? I have a friendly face.
It's okay, Ikora. I don't think that just because they thought he was
But
harmless,
how
he's
are
a...
you so adept with the Ionians' language? You said you've been here a few weeks, at best.
Oh, I was made for this. I'm a translator. I especially love languages I've never heard before.
Oh, I suppose that would be a good fit.
There's the Vex.
There's a Vex. That's what you mean. Ouch. That didn't feel great. Gosh, those things are annoying. Right. Ah, okay.
I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Yeah. Seems good. What the hell's that sound? Ow. shit. Sniper. I really need something with more range. Damn it. Alright. Ouch. Alright. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. Fuck, every time. Which part of you needs destroying there?
Guardian, we should take a scan of that drive. See if there's any data stuck offline the Ionians need.
It's incredible. Terms I recognize mapped to advanced concepts, prefixes and suffixes as used in agricultural science. We can use this. Let me do some analyzing, but this is a huge missing piece to understanding the Ionians.
Alright. Glad I could help. Just let me open this.
Under the circumstances, what keeps the Ionians here? We could begin evacuation proceedings. They would be safe back on Earth.
But they wouldn't be home. They could take a piece of Kepler with them, sure, but it's not the same.
Homes can be replaced, but lives can't.
The Ionians might feel differently about that. This place is sacred to them. The universe determined they belong here. Singularity or not, we can't tell people to pack up and leave yet. Not without helping people who've been stranded from the rest of humanity.
Agreed. No one's leaving until we learn more. Lodi, those Vex. You need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the Conductor. She was human once.
What's her objective?
On the surface, to return our current time to a more prosperous one. But her true motive is to reunite with her spouse.
Neither of those sound particularly sinister, but I take it it's what she's willing to do to achieve that goal.
Maya has an ability. She can control whoever she pleases. She's commanding the Vex, a normally leaderless faction, and she's even taken hold of our allies to turn them against us. If she's here, she can do anything to get what she wants.
Alright. I guess they want me to help them out with that. Dean. Anomaly blessed. I have an urgent request for you. The exiles have occupied our holy progenitor ship. The energy readings match hazardous explosive material. The ship's remnants still have fuel cells. If they explode, it could vaporize the settlement. Why is the Archon making things worse? It's an inflammatory attack by a friend lost in madness. He urges a singularity onwards and lights fires to encourage the flames to rise. We all would prefer not to sublimate. Go now, please.
I know. The exiles have gotten into the, progenitor ship.
It's the remnants of the colony ship they arrived in. Any vibrational disruption could dislodge the lock and speed the singularity's growth.
We better move fast. Someone once told me that a shuttle quarter that size can go up like a bomb.
Alright. I guess we won't be needing our... Does more damage against Vex.
The ship the Elixni have taken over. You're saying it's the very one the Ionians came here in?
Part of it, anyway. What's left. They converted it to a permanent emplacement, but They still call it the progenitor ship, the mother of the Ionians. It's the source of all their tools. They put a little piece in every building. Every scientist gets a shot of the hull when they graduate. If the ship goes up, there's a lot the Ionians can't do. Do you have any experience with bomb disposal?
We've handled plenty of mines before. This shouldn't be a problem.
Style of ship is quite old. Even with only this much left, it's incredible. I haven't seen anything like it. The material could have been affected by the time anomaly here. That could account for the relatively good condition.
As a frame of reference, how old would you say it is compared to your ships?
Easily hundreds of years.
Oh.
That's a ship. Can't really get a good look at it from here. All right.
That equipment sure looks elixir. Let's see if we can tease it free. An exile captain?
Yes.
They must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this.
It feels so cheesy. I guess it works though. Oh wow, I'm about to die. Oh no. That's weird. Can't catch me, I'm the... Okay, never mind. Alright, 10 modes. There we go. Battle mode. Oh shit.
Guardian, the mines. If even one of
Yeah,
them goes
yeah,
off,
I see
it
them.
threatens the entire material supply for the settlement.
Alright. Time to do a dance. With a shovel. Mother of God. Wow, that was a lot. Oh. Alright.
No more anomalous energy signatures. Good work, Guardian. The Ionians are safe because of you.
We have to do more to stop the House of Exile. We know from our dealings in the Accord, the Archon's just out to speed up the Singularity's growth. He's just gonna throw more gas on the fire.
The Guardian will be able to stabilize the Singularity once we get through. There are too many problems, and all of them are connected.
You have no idea.
Unless you have any ideas, then we have to consider evacuation. Reunification with humanity. After centuries apart.
Centuries? No. No, them coming to Earth would be existentially disorienting.
Lodi, please don't mistake me. This is the Ionians' home. We have to believe there's a way for them to return safely.
And what if there isn't?
Yeah, I don't know. Ikora's really dead set on this whole, like, let's move them thing. Hello, Anomaly Bless. Your help has truly been invaluable. Every inch is appreciated. Delightful news. Dean Rebecca has information regarding a discovered Strangelet capsule. As she explained what they do, each ring of the Altar of Relativity is chronologically stabilized to prevent any upper dimensional damage from leaking out. Don't worry, when all are in, you'll be able to pass through with your matter without your matter smearing across time streams. Well, that's good. I guess I wouldn't want that. Thank you. Additional to the practical matter of not vaporizing, the sight of you in defendant holds sentimental and sacred value to us all. Our important sight is threatened. We appeal to the voice of the Nine, Lodi and Orin, future and past, bodies beyond matter and sight beyond linearity. And you. Fate ordains you to help us. Alright. Please remove the Vex, or whomever drives them, from the site of the graduation defense ritual. I'll include data on how to access it. Alright.
They found you so fast. My name is Orin. My name was
Hello.
Nasan R. Was Nasya Sawa. What do you call yourself, stranger?
Lodi, pleasure. Miss Orin, do you know something about who brought me here?
I know you will be elected to become something impossible. Your molecules have already volunteered.
I'm sorry, my molecules?
I was the emissary as you are, and will become the same. I quit, and it left me transmuted. I think if I can help you adjust, I can reclaim my mind.
Emissary for who?
The beings in your dreams.
You know who brought me here.
Alright. I'm supposed to meet you guys somewhere. Do I have one of these capsules? Guess I'm going this way. And they just keep remaking these damn things. Okay, I don't know if I needed that open or not. Is this a thing? Why is it making sound? Nah, I don't know.
Orin, can you fight?
Son of a...
Persimmon! Oh, yes. Lodi, you can help. Can you see down the Valley of Time? 2 minutes ahead.
I am very sorry, ma'am, but I do not know what you're saying.
Take your time, Orin. Guardian, draw out Maya's Vex. The Vex signals Dean Rebecca provided are cloaked. Something's not right. Vex outposts are usually interlinked. Take these ones down first, and it will weaken the others in hiding.
Okay. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Alright, here we are.
Here's the Vex Ikora was talking about. Clear up the signals in the area, and bang! We have the location on our bigger boss. And we can use that one to get to the biggest boss. Let's go. there's a Strangelet capsule at the ritual site Dean Rebecca told us about. Do you think it was there all along?
It's possible. The way the Ionians talk about dark matter, like even elementary particles of the universe contain a spirit in their way.
The capsule is better this way. It's fading for me, but I hear the singularity as well, in the distance.
Like a groan. You hear it too?
Welcome to being the emissary of the Nine, I guess. As far as I can tell, it kind of makes people crazy. Whoops. Ouch. Damn architects. I feel like that was more like a Minotaur fist, but alright. Okay, hello. Yowza.
Speaking with the Ionians and moving through their settlement, I've been constructing a theory. It needs work, but the nascent form is this. After the collapse, few people were leaving Earth. More recently, we would notice. And the Ionians are truly humans. I think they must have come here during the Golden Age. Maybe even before.
You keep saying that word.
That makes
Collapse?
sense.
I've never heard the Ionians say Golden Age or anything like it, but they've mentioned a span of time that was good. Better? Could be it.
Uh-huh. Damn.
Lodi, you said your vocation was translating. Now that you've added the Ionians to your repertoire, how many do you speak?
Fluently 4, passively 9, only written 2. Not many folks to speak them with these days. I grew up speaking 3 at home. I learned the others in school. Here and there, anyone who would teach me. Those 2 written ones, maybe I can learn how to pronounce them.
I am very envious of anybody who speaks multiple languages, so if you're one of those people, consider yourself envied. By me. Yep. I envy you. Right.
Those are the same Vex formations as you saw earlier. The same tactic should work to drop that shield.
Well, we were close.
Orin, you said you had the dreams too? Before you became emissary?
Languages I didn't understand. My leg turning to bismuth.
Mine was cadmium, though.
Okay, just a little ledge.
Your continued interference has been noticed.
The Conductor. Even out here, anyone who stands in the way of restoring your new golden age ends up trampled. You're here to make things worse.
Am I? I understand our designs for the future seem mutually exclusive to you. But I have ignored the Guardians since Nessus.
What power does this Maya bear? It's hives and nausea. Whatever paracausality she wields is fundamentally rule-breaking.
You chase a villain of your own imagination. My goals are not against you. They are above you. Now, leave us.
She's still going to throw everything
I
she
have a
has
feeling
to
this
get us
is
out
going
of the way.
well.
Jade Lord incoming.
Really not doing it. I see. Something else over there first.
wants to return us to the Golden Age. The Ionians haven't talked about it. When was the Golden Age?
It ended centuries ago. There's reason to suspect the Ionian ancestors arrived before it began. Imagine watching the world end from the edge of the system.
Ikora, when was all this? Did the collapse happen in my time? Did my family die in an apocalypse? Or did they get to grow old and die happy? I need to know that they live a full life, even if I'm not there to see it.
How long ago? How long? When did the world end?
So many records were wiped out. We don't have an exact number. Hundreds of years ago.
They're gone. Are you kidding me? Just like that? There was an apocalypse, and it's ancient history, and that's it. But didn't someone think to etch a date in a stone or something helpful?
It would have
No
been helpful.
time capsules? No bunkers just gone?
And I can't undo any of it.
Lodi. That would have never been possible. Surely you know this.
No. I don't know.
You're not the first person to wake up lost. I'll tell you what I tell the others. The Golden Age rose, and fell, and then so did the Dark Age. There were few of us then, and survival barely eked out. But we did. Humans live. We built a city. In time, there will be more.
There were hundreds.
I know. Can you tell me what you do remember?
What does it matter now? I'm sorry. I was... sorry.
It's such a simple question, but I know. I remember stars.
I used to drive out into the country to see them. As bright as they were hundreds of years ago.
Oh, always used to take my breath away.
Looking up, realizing all over again how much more was out there that nobody saw. Guess the stars aren't such a wonder anymore. Out here.
There are still mysteries.
guess nobody bothered to ask me if I wanted to come along.
Their identity is so tied to this place, to this work. I wonder if they would be happy if we evacuated them to the city. To take them away from it would be the same as if we left Soul and the Traveler behind. Our purpose becomes null.
I need a little, Eric. Guardian, come find me in the temple.
Alright.
Is that Lodi's journal? He wouldn't just leave it like this. Lodi, come in. We found your journal. Are you there? He's not answering. Something feels wrong. Let's track him down.
We've cleared the path for the Ionians to approach their field study site once more. One of them said thank you to me as they were walking by. Lodi mentioned teaching them some phrases. He's been helpful. The Ionians approach science as faith. Utmost belief in understanding through study. Certainty not in the result, but in the process. And in their faith, room for failure. The necessity of it to try again with new understanding. I think I should follow my intuition with Lodi. I should form a new hypothesis.
Like he's from the past and he's harmless. Stuff's a-happening. Oh, fucking weird symbols. Attention. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It melds with the Rosetta. Rodin's words from your mind. Anomaly blessed. Your fieldwork is efficient and thorough. We are fortunate to have found favor with you. With the return of another stranger that we are able to cull bad data from our hypotheses. We've narrowed your next destination to the outer steps. We are walking to the altar, to the stranger the capsule now. Go with certainty. Ikora wants you to investigate the relationship between dark matter and Kepler. First, she needs you to meet with Lodi's Ionian contact in the stack.
Lodi, as the Guardian tracks down more strangelets, we're wanting to better understand the presence of dark matter on Kepler. Do you have an Ionian contact we could speak with?
Sure do. Dr. Carnahan's gonna be your gal. She's, she's a bit of a recluse, doing a bunch of research out here in the sticks. She was one of the first Ionians I met when I landed here. I say met. She did point some kind of thingamajig at my head. Not a gun, mind you, more like a Swiss Army medieval gauntlet.
Alrighty then. You are nothing, less than nothing. Nothing is known, and you are not yet known. Long awaited, long to wait. I am coin duality. I am 7. Consciousness bathes in azure-tinged electric hinting filament, distant warm whispers lick crystalline methane frost away from a celestial corpse of unborn promise. All known existences, pin thoughts, drowning alone. Shiver runs along your cortex as soul illuminates from 8 other points, like cerebral flares howling fresh existence into an empty sky, heralding the self-replicating rock and membrane amalgam that once and forever would sustain their captured orbits. 9 reject, linear prison, normal distribution, to live in extremity. We beg, fractal systems, brimming with domestication, to our end. We see a chain of unbroken symbiosis, linkages tugging between cosmic spatial tesseracts tucked in the past and the future presence. And planetary shackles anchored to the bedrock of reality. We see, out ahead, a diversion from fate. We exhaust ourselves, waiting to give a small push. You hold the chain of perpetuity, you hold nothing but shattered remnants. You trust because you are trusted, a mirror of a mirror. You trust because you feel strong as we made you. Feel the familiarity of death. You have felt it many times. This time there is no malice, just indifferent intent. 2 truths known about the inners. Very polite. Do not mean it. You shiver. Alright. We, descendants of Aeon, hold thusly, that to experiment sensibly and fruitfully we must have a hypothesis. That experiment without purpose does not teach us and waste valuable research material. That proving or disproving of hypotheses in a way of the ancient tradition is the most valuable method by which to apply our evidence. The testing in the same hypothesis numerous times to confirm the result are found does not have value. That experimenting with the same hypothesis through different methods confers as much knowledge as repeating the same experiment twice. That iteration is key to learning. Let's try to prove hypotheses affirmity rather than to prove negatives. That the lessons of absence, while valuable, requires too much of us in this time at this place to bring us true learning. That it is impossible to fully and without question prove something does not exist. We must begin with a question and formulate the hypothesis as an answer. That acting thusly confirms that hypothesis has relevance to the moment, and thus may further our sacred mission to understand the universe around us. That we base a hypothesis upon facts, and that we have observed about the universe rather than suppositions or assumptions. That a hypothesis is a reasonable prediction, that we may gain knowledge from, rather than something unreasonable and easily disproven, which gives us no new learning. That to formulate a poor hypothesis can lead to formulation of poor experiment. That we are bound by our sacred duty to treat each hypothesis as though the universe itself rests on it. That we must have honesty with each other and ourselves about the utility and soundness of any given hypothesis. That we must proceed forward in learning at all costs. Any arrogance sacrificed on the altar to pure review. That if we fail, that failure that we learn. In the service of a hypothesis, we do we promise. Every year we begin anew. In the season that once was spring, we revisit experiments we have conducted before. Hypotheses already tested, ours, our ancestors, those passed down to us as inheritors. We set aside our existing processes to celebrate previous experiments, and we transform our current studies with these new hypotheses based on the facts we once acted on. In this way, we do not let old studies lie idle, or much which may be learned by examining old facts in new lights. This we are commanded. Reason, practicality, theorize testability, and learn from each experience. Blessed is every disproved hypothesis, and beautiful the broken glass of failure. Sing praise to every micron's increment of progress, for it all has great worth, every scrap. In the mistake is written the anomaly's call, and in the proof our answer. The tenets of hypothesis. Notes on hypothesis. The scientist's Idris wished to observe the growth of microbes. He cultivated them in different ways, but as they grew, he found that in his eagerness, he made no prediction about what he expected to happen. He had data, but no fruitfulness. The microbes responded to dark matter, but where was his control group? They thrived in the morning and night alike, but to what point? That knowledge. And so the scientist, Idris, was forced to begin again. None of the microbes could be used for further testing, so he returned to the source with sterile equipment and clear labels as demanded by our customers. On his second experiment, the scientist, Idris, said, "I believe the microbes will multiply aggressively in the presence of dark matter." And while it contained knowledge gained from his earlier and fruitless experiment, he was able to test this hypothesis cleanly. He isolated a sample colony from the dark matter and cultivated further microbes within the presence of dark matter. When his dean asked him what is the factor of multiplication, and how little dark matter is required to enable a colony to grow most optimally, the scientist Idris could not answer, for he had forgotten to include his specifics in his hypothesis. And so the scientist Idris was forced to begin again. He set aside the colonies he had worked with and returned to the source, with sterile equipment and clear labels. This time, before he began anew, he stopped to consider truly what he most wanted to know, and what he could most clearly predict based on his existing data. On this third experiment, the scientist said the microbes exposed to a small concentration of dark matter show enhanced multiplicative capabilities over those exposed to none. And he further elaborated on this hypothesis with specific numbers, beginning at a very small concentration, cultivating microbe colonies with larger and larger ratios. And when he was asked the result of his learning, Idris presented the data regarding how the descendants of Aeon could most effectively cultivate the microbes. And his dean said, "You have done well and brought new data to us. And by the thoughtfulness of your work and our children and our children's children, we will know these laws as Idris's. Our microbes will sing into the anomaly, and let it be so." And so it was. Some thoughts there. Alright. So I guess, so we'll try to find Lodi. There he is.
Guardian, someone's on the line.
Hello, Guardian. This is Lodi. Sorry to bother you. But I need to know if I'm losing it. Are you experiencing hallucinations? I was transcribing notes and saw myself. And 5 minutes prior, did just what I had done on a loop, then vanished. Does that concern you? Guardian, I can't provide more context, but I also can't maintain protocol if I'm compromised. There's uranium jazz in my spine. It's like someone's hand is using my arm as a sleeve. Wait, I hear a voice. Guardian, there's someone in my head. Oh.
Trying to get to you, buddy. Just hang tight.
Superior harmonic synapses, optimum dimensionality. A favorable replacement.
Lodi.
Well, Guardian, does that concern you?
A little bit. Where the hell are you? Guess I took a wrong turn, Lodi. Sorry, man. Where does it want me to go? Oh, I don't know. I guess I screwed it up somehow. I was going the right way. I guess I just beat it. Punch. Not. What does it actually want me to do? Oh, okay. I guess if I looked at the actual instructions.
The signal's stronger here. I'm picking up a call and patching it through to your navigation display.
That voice in my head did something. Guardian, when you see me, tell me if something's wrong with my eye. Don't lie, okay?
Oh,
this
God.
is a sticky wicket. I'm seeing double of everything, but from 30 seconds ago, I need to get to another psychic slime.
Lodi, it's dangerous to venture into the Accord alone. Let the Guardian act as a mediator for you.
You know, I was having the same sort of idea.
Okay, we'll track down another slime and get to the bottom of this. House of Exile. We'll need to clear them out to interface with the slime. Okay, Guardian. You're the one who can wield Kepler's energies. Give it a shot.
Whoa, wait, I'm feeling everything's spinning. Mr. Ghost,
Three's talent for weaving tapestry is ever remarkable. This emissary has already made contact. Are you listening, weapon?
Who is this? You're speaking with the Guardian.
Primitive thing. I speak with the preemptive weapon.
Ah! Guardian! Something's in my head. Like we saw with the House of Exile. It must be the Archon.
We'll see if we can track down the source.
Yeah, should be easy enough. Right, Mattermorph. I do not possess this yet, whatever it is. And that is nothing. Still not enough technology.
Does everything still look like it's playing in reverse?
Ah! Oh! Oh, God, that's fucking a nerve. Oh, get flash. Images. Is someone trying to brainwash me?
We're on our way to another one of those psychic slimes, Lodi. Hang in there. Are you sure this isn't going to make it worse?
Worse? It can't get worse. Do it, Mr. Coast. I'm ready.
Alright. Psychic slime.
There's another mold. The Archon is definitely using these to reach through his followers somehow. You've seen something similar, but...
I'm seeing everything. Like I'm looking down in a valley.
Oh, shit.
There's a strange ship. It's headed towards an eye. But I see earlier there's a robot leaning backwards. Stars. Oh. I'm showing you some stars. I see us at a stand in a city. You bought noodles for me to try. That's good. What are these? Further ahead.
Ichiban.
I feel someone else's bloodlust. I want my freedom. I can kill for it, but I don't know if this is me. And at the end of the valley, I see you, Guardian, standing by Lake Michigan. It's the future.
Lake Michigan, eh?
That was definitely not the Archon. So, something possessed me, rewired how I see time, and it wasn't the other telepathic alien we've met so far. All of my dreams are coming true.
That's one way to look at it. You're awfully calm for having someone in your head. If it wasn't the Archon, It was at least connected somehow.
It must have been that thing I saw when I arrived. I'm not human anymore, am I? What did it do to me? It's like I turned neon.
Supposing we should find you. Make sure you're still in one piece. Oh yeah, heel clip. Nice. There it is. Alright, well, I don't know where Lodi went. Get back here, buddy. Doesn't seem like it. Wonder what it means by exotic. I would guess that's whatever's up there. Structures decorated with small orreries and embedded stone to anchor them and blown askew by wind and physics. Text in small vertical blocks reads, incorrect about anomaly matter, incorrect about local constancy, incorrect about solar winds. Alright. As they say, you know, it's okay to fail. That's the beauty of science. Not have heel clip on it. Ah. Starting to feel like I was losing my mind there a little bit. Well, that might be where we give it a call it for the night. Anyway, thanks again to everybody for coming and checking things out. Again, dude, make sure to check out fellow streamers, Mum Said, and Mitcha Davy, Enemy Will Provide, Toughen Up Buttercup, Toughen Up Deku, Kitsune of the Nine. I know they would all greatly appreciate it, as do I. So thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me today. Hopefully we can do it again soon. Alright, take care and bye for now.